Welcome back to the channel. Let's get diving. I brought you some highs. Now, here comes the chaos.
You can see right here the water was up to the window. Even this house right here, next door, his neighbor, everything destroyed. The ground is literally clay. This is a thick, really smelly mud. Look at the destruction. Horrible, horrible.
So I have a theory. During my deep dives, Ukraine, who we gave, not us, but the government gave billions of dollars to, did you know that Ukraine is trying to buy up land in Asheville for the lithium? Do your research. Let's go.
So right now I'm in an area that got hit unbelievably hard. It's where all the art studios are. This place got absolutely destroyed. I mean, you walk around here and you see the destruction. And just the locals walking around here, just looking at their neighborhood, their city, their town. It's horrible.
Found a guy buried alive up to his neck 3 days after the flood. They went to go pull him out. He said, "Leave me here, let me die." They said, "Why?" He said, "My family's dead, I know it." Rescue workers reply, "We're finding lots of people that have been missing for several days. They're probably still alive." He said, "No, I know they're dead." They were buried below me and stopped scratching my leg 3 days ago. That. Why is that not being covered by the media? If there is a single story to summarize the devastation of this event on the people, this is it. And why is it not being covered?
Whoa, it washed the brick off the side of that building. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Leisha! Leisha! Get up! Get down!
I don't know what caused the river to shift, and it started coming, and that trailer right there by the church, it threw we're not sure what it threw, but it crashed the carport, and then it knocked down the house.
What's your name?
That was Manny. The only positive thing I gotta say, man, hey, that these mountain people, and they taught me a lot. Cause where I come from, people don't help us out like this, man. I mean, you're from the West Coast. People don't help us out like this. I mean, people stop by,
dropped off food, water. Everybody was telling us that the National Guard was here and FEMA was here. Hey, man, they weren't here. They were in the rich areas. They weren't here. We were the last people they got to, but they weren't here. Man, shit got to change, man. Shit got to change because this fucking sucks. It sucks, man. A lot of people died. A lot of people lost their homes. It's the people higher up. Why send them to the rich people? Yeah, the rich people, just because they're rich, they need help too. But don't forget about us. I mean, the river's right there. We got affected pretty bad. I mean, why are we the last ones to get taken care of? Are you going to try to stop people from clearing the roads and making areas accessible so we can find more people that need help? FEMA trying to shut them down from helping us, clearing the roads. Like, who else are you going to send out here? I mean, who are you going to send? Fuck FEMA. Their filing process. I mean, I filed mine online, and they're telling me that my Social Security ain't my Social Security. Like, wait, motherfuckers. I'm a U.S. citizen. I was born and raised here. This is my Social Security, the one I was given when I was born. You're telling me it's wrong? That's just fuck you. I mean, that's stupid. For a while, I didn't want to apply. I would get pissed off at my mom. She goes, I'll go to FEMA for help. I was like, why? FEMA hasn't even been here. My pride wouldn't let me get it. And I said, man, I'll stick to the locals. And when I did reach out to FEMA, I can't even say it denied me. They told me my information ain't correct. I was like, really? My information ain't correct. My driver's license, my Social Security, my identity ain't correct. So when I pay taxes, my information's correct. The process is a joke, man. Some people get help, most of them don't. I think they just approve enough to get people to shut up. I mean, pretty much if there's 100 people, hey man, let's approve 20. How about they can shut up? I mean, that's pretty much what it looks like. Everybody needs to get prepared for the winter. I mean, winter's amongst us. It's already here. Like, we went to the Newland Fire Department earlier because we see that they got a shipment of heaters on Facebook. So we went out there, and the fire department guys are awesome, man. But the dude up front checking the forms had asked her if she had power. She said, yeah, man, I got power. She goes, then why do you want a propane heater? These are for people that don't, for less fortunate people. Motherfucker, you going to tell her that she don't need a heater? Are you going to really tell her she don't need a heater? I even told the dude, I said, why don't you get in my car so I can take it to my house? And then you decide whether I need a fucking heater or not. Dude, we got power. Our fucking heater's fucked up. I mean, our shit was flooded. You think our shit's still going to work? Some of it don't work. Some of these people get in their head up their asses, man. They're going on power trips. Who the fuck are you to decide who needs a heater and who don't? Just because they got power, they don't need a heater? I mean, don't you know during a storm, shit gets fucked up? Heaters, things gets flooded. Cars. So just because you got power, you don't need anything? I said, you know what, man, forget it. I said, you know, it's hard enough to come ask for help. I says, but then we get here and you humiliate us like this. So we talked to one of the firemen, and he just says, I don't know what his trip is, man. I got you. And he brought us a heater. He brought one and says, hey, man, here. He goes, I'm sorry you guys went to that. And he took off. And it's funny because he was doing everything like low key so he wouldn't get caught. Because he didn't want these people to say something like, who the fuck's he? I'll slap the shit out of that old man. I mean, serious shit. I mean, I just bit my tongue because she's like, man, stop. Because I started losing my temper. And I was telling him, I'll slap the shit out of him. He ain't nobody to tell us. Why don't they tell the people donating this stuff, all this information, and see what the people donating tell them? You don't have the authority to dictate who deserves a heater and who don't. If someone comes, man, you're going to help them. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to sit there and question them. Yeah. That's because the minute you start questioning people, they're going to start feeling humiliated because these mountain folks, man, they're proud people. I mean, it's hard to ask for help. And you're going to tell them they don't need something, or you're going to turn them down? It's like, why? It's not your place to fucking sit there and decide whether they need one or not. They're being donated. I mean, hand the motherfuckers out. What are you going to do? Let them sit there and rot? Take them home? And what's the purpose? What's the purpose? Give them the benefit of the doubt. That's between them and God if they start deciding to act scandalous. It wouldn't be my job to assume that they're doing something stupid, that they're being greedy. That's not my job. Yeah. My job is hand the shit out. They come, hand them out. Get them out. Get them out the way. Right. You know what I mean? As quickly as possible, because if you check the forecast Tuesday, it's supposed to get real cold. I mean, that's what should be done. Hand the stuff out, man.
I will keep bringing these stories to you because These things people need to see: the aftermath, the response time, and the equality based on social status or income. A lot of the people who were lost in the mountains were left there for days, days. And it's because of their social status. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I decided, so now that the dust has kind of settled, unfortunately, I'm not seeing a lot of media coverage anymore about our area, so I decided that we need to take a drive into Asheville so that I can show you guys from my point of view just how bad things truly are here.
Shadows are dancing now, asking for my hand. I'm hanging on. I'm trying to.
Good morning, everyone. It's 8:15 in the morning. A little chilly. We got some cold weather coming up. This is my tent. That's my dog right there.
The problem is that the top-down solution of controlling funding doesn't work. $750 doesn't do anything for someone that's lost everything. Covering a hotel for 3 days or 5 days doesn't do anything for someone that's lost everything. That is not the solution. We cannot solve the problem of rebuilding a community by giving somebody $1,000 and patting them on and saying, thanks for coming by. I hope this helps. It's an insult. What we can do, though, is we can continue to drive and demonstrate what it is to rebuild from the bottom up. What we can do is show that if we have the ability to take charitable funds and inject it directly back into the community, we can hire and contract the necessary people that are already doing the job to help do what they're already doing and make money doing it. We can rebuild the community by injecting capital where it has to go so that the community can rebuild itself, they can fund itself, they can pay themselves, and they can see what actually coming back from devastation looks like. You guys understand, like that's the mission here now. This is not a rescue mission anymore. We're not rescuing individuals anymore. Now we're talking about community survival and rescue, community reconstruction, rebuilding the opportunity for people to come back to a place where they have so much success that they can't even believe what it looked like before. You guys are doing that. All of you. And I'm humbled to be a part of it. Absolutely awestruck at how many people are still here after this long. This never happens. 5 days, everybody's gone, man. And you all are still here. That is a testament to your will, your resilience, and your determination. And I cannot thank you enough. This is it. This is the chance. Finally, this is the opportunity. This is a message that's happening. God put us here for a reason. The time is exactly what it's supposed to be. And this is the conversation that we have to have at a national level. And you all are the conversation. You. What's happening here is the conversation.
Hey guys, I'm here and help.
What do you think they don't want you to know, or they're not covering as they should, these devastating stories? It's because they are covering up their failure and their true intentions. It gets worse. Let's keep diving.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's all gone. The roof is collapsed. The walk-in is 30 feet higher than it was, and yet my favorite bottle of mezcal is still on the shelf. Day Trip was for a month a space for inclusivity. It was a cocktail lounge. It was an event space. It was community meetup. Nobody could have seen what was coming. This is our menu that I just had printed with our cocktails, mocktails, and wines. The worst flood that anyone has seen on this building was 4 feet high. And then 1 month into me signing the lease, the entire building's underwater. Financially, I don't know how to recover from this. All of our money was tied up into it. We took out a huge business loan, personal loan, second mortgage. I had a dream come true, and it lasted 32 days.
I think the business loans should be forgiven in this circumstance. The second mortgages, the same concept. But you know what? That won't happen because they're all in it to seize the land.
Maybe highlight the power of the water that was moving through. I mean, some rubble and oh, dude, here, yeah, like wherever this high water mark is, like that's we think as high as it got. You know.
His name is Mark, and he lost everything in his home. He and his roommates have made a GoFundMe. The link is in my bio.
I mean, it's pretty. The place is obviously wrecked. Yeah, it's like a thing through the window, just like I think that's part of a playground that.
Yeah, so like right through the window.
Look at the back. This bathroom. The water was all the way up here, 6 feet. The family who lived in this home had to swim out. Look at this bedroom. Look at the mud. Full of mud. Everything in this house completely destroyed from the river. We were here in Swananoa.
Also don't, and I don't love the fact that these areas are being bulldozed over the top of, but I also don't know how one would even begin to remediate that. They're going to be finding bodies from this thing for 1,000 years probably. And it's not 213 people, the official number who died. I know of one location in Swananoa, North Carolina that went through 10 to 12,000 body bags. 10 to 12,000. And so it begs the question, why? Why is this not being reported? And that's an indicator of how far this great nation has fallen. And the last thing I'll say to you, because I'm going to have to jump, brother, is we have to do a much better job of differentiating between the beast system of the federal government and the American people. The American people are by and large incredible. The amount of resilience and ingenuity and brotherly love that I have observed in the last 3 weeks in Appalachia is stunning. And I'll tell you this too. Our God is God, and he is incredibly real. And he was meeting needs in the moment as we were praying and asking him for things. Literally in the moment, they were arriving. You know, ask whatever you ask for my glory and my name shall be given unto you. What happens to it after that? Doesn't exist. What are we hauling? Where's it being hauled to? What happens to it after that? Doesn't exist. It's not on paper. It's not been communicated from the top level, FEMA on down. There is no debris plan. And that's, again, another unprecedented thing. We typically, Grindstone, if there's not a debris plan in place by hour 72 after the storm, we make one. We go to the local or the state level emergency management and say, hey, this is y'all's first rodeo. It's my 46th. Here's what we suggest you do. Here's how you should accomplish this. Sort the debris. C&D, construction and demolition, goes in one pile. Vegetative debris, aka stuff that used to be trees, goes in another pile. Vehicles go in a third pile. And then what they call whites, aka appliances, because of the freon and the stuff that's in it, they go in a separate pile. So you go 4 separate piles. They go to 4 separate locations. Because if you take FEMA money, if your jurisdiction takes federal money, you end up with federal problems. One of those problems is the Environmental Protection Agency. And I have seen jurisdictions that failed to sort through their debris, haul it all to one location, only to get slapped with hundreds of millions of dollars in EPA fines, which is in of itself another attempt, and in some cases successful, federal land grab.
Through here. Rotting. Really bad. Oh shit. Is this for real? Oh, it smells so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here. Oh, you guys, I had to walk away. It's really stinky.
So that's how horrible the toxic mud was. The smell was rancid, is rancid, and still toxic. You heard she almost gagged there.
Today I had a few drops in Fairview, North Carolina. The aftermath of Helene lay heavy in the air, and a haunting silence broke only by distant echo of sirens. Once vibrant neighborhood now stood in ruins, their homes reduced to rubble, to piles of shattered bricks and splintered wood. Roofs sagged like broken dreams, windows gaping like open wounds, revealing the remnants of lives once lived within. Cars, twisted and mangled, sat abandoned on the street, or what once was a street. Their metal frames contoured as if in a final anguished scream. The asphalt was cracked, littered with debris that told stories of frantic escapes or lack of, and desperate search of safety. Toys once cherished lay destroyed. Colorful plastic figures and stuffed animals unrecognizable are now draped in dust and despair. Silent witness to a chaos. Broken furniture cluttered the sidewalk, remnants of homes turned inside out. An overturned chair, shattered coffee table that's barely recognizable. Each piece whispered tales of normalcy, now eclipsed by stark reality of destruction. In this moment, in this war zone, hope felt like a distant memory. overshadowed by overwhelming weight of loss. The air, thick with the smell of smoke and sorrow, wrapped around the survivors, a reminder of what had been and what might never return. Beneath all the rubble lay even a heavier burden. The crushing realization that for most, rebuilding was an impossible dream. The understanding that they had no insurance settled in like a cold shadow. Unforgiving. With every shattered window and broken beam, demolished road, washed out bridge, the weight of loss deepened, and hope felt like a distant memory.
We stand together, we stand as one. We will not be broken, we'll overcome. This is our battle cry, you'll hear our drum. We will not be silenced, our voices one. Oh,
and we are approaching a massive installation. We actually got some drone footage of this the other day. And it's a camp that popped up in a matter of days. We actually stopped by some of the locals that live around here, and we were asking about it, and they said it's FEMA camp and it's being leased. It's property that belongs to a trucking company, they thought. It's owned by the Smoky Park LLC. I'm gonna flip the camera around here in a minute, but it's got armed guards. And it is a massive installation that literally, according to the residents that live around here, that have eyes on it because they overlook this property, it popped up in a matter of days. They've got climate-controlled trucks and trailers, I should say. Pretty well organized. It's got one entrance in and one entrance out. So we're walking in and we're going to ask them live who they are, what they're doing here. Are they under government contract? Is it FEMA? And they're putting a tornado shelter in here, apparently. Got a delivery. So stick with us. We're going to figure out what's going on. Maybe I can slide it with this truck. They won't see me. Hi. I'm Ann Vandersteel with Steel News.
Okay.
I'm live right now, and I'm just wanting to find out what y'all are doing here and who's organizing and who's actually got the property under lease.
Okay. Give me 1 second, and I'll go ahead and just get some supervisor come out here and speak to you.
Okay. Are you guys private security?
Yes, ma'am.
You are? Who's your contract with?
Strategic Security Corps.
And who do they contract with? Do you guys know who your contractor is?
Answer all your questions. Who did you say you're with, ma'am?
Steel News?
Roger. I'm shocked. Come on up. Come on up. He's coming out and speaking with you guys, ma'am.
Okay.
Where's that?
I guess I've never seen a tornado shelter mobile like that. That's interesting.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. You are Daniel Dale?
I am not Daniel Dale.
Oh, you're not?
No, Daniel Dale's back here.
Okay.
My name's Josh Ward.
Hi, Josh.
Hi.
Ann Vandersteel.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is my producer, Sean.
Hey, Sean. Nice to meet you.
We're with Steel News. We have been on the ground for the last couple of weeks, wondering what it is y'all are doing, and because FEMA's had, they said they were pulling out because of militia and stuff, which that was debunked. So we just want to get the truth out because people are kind of like all over the place.
Understood. Yes.
You know?
Yes, definitely understandable. We are definitely not pulling out. We are actually building this for our responders.
Okay.
For FEMA responders, other federal agencies. We have several of these sites around the area.
Okay.
To help volunteer agencies as well. That need lodging, that are coming in to help the survivors in the local area for the operation.
And so how many responders will you house here, and how long do you think your response will be?
We're building this to come up to 700 people.
Okay.
And right now, how long it's going to be, we are unsure.
Okay.
It's really unknown number for us.
Are the contractors that are, or the FEMA people that'll be here, are they working on infrastructure? What are their tasks, their job tasks?
Just a large area of tasks. Working with individual survivors, working public assistance projects, just working with state and local personnel as well. There's no one set responsibility that they're focused on.
Okay, so I actually was trying to find the contracts in SAMS for you guys to figure out how you guys, and we couldn't find the contract. So what would I look for in the SAMS system to find this contract for this property and this camp that's gone up?
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Okay.
It was through we do have contracts, standing contracts for these that we then do task orders off of. So I will have to get back to you if I can get your name and number.
That would be amazing.
We'd be happy to get that back.
Because there has been so much information that, has unfortunately been bad on you guys, making you guys look bad.
Right.
What is it you want to relay to the public to clear up any misconceptions they may have that FEMA's not on the ground, FEMA left because of militia, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we've talked to a lot of people in all around these hills, and they haven't seen FEMA. They've said, in fact, yesterday one of the fire departments said, hey, we've had contact, but we haven't seen them, and that was it. So what do you want to relay?
So what I want to relay from my side, which is the responder side, we haven't left. We know that there are additional FEMA employees coming in to support the local area. And for those that are saying that they haven't seen them yet, I know they're coming. It takes a while to build something like this.
Yeah.
We did not want to bring responders in and have them become part of the problem. So we needed to ensure that there was infrastructure set up for them before they go around.
Right. Okay. And lastly, your guards are very polite, but is there a reason they're all armed?
That's just standard protocol.
That is standard protocol.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the first one I've seen with this many guys kind of around. So
no, standard protocol.
So they're building this infrastructure, but to house 700 government employees and FEMA officials, but yet still from the locals, no foot on the ground to help them build their infrastructure. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, all right, guys, it's time we fess up. There's been a lot of speculation that we completed this road with no help from the government, and that's a lie. It's actually a lie. We ran an extension cord out of the federal post office. They helped us with that. And we're going to run all this garbage to the FEMA garbage can up here. And they helped us with that as well. So, I just wanted to be honest with you guys. I had to, come clean about all the help we've gotten from the government building the road to Chimney.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! All the wood! All the wood!
You can hear the sheer terror in Zoe Marlowe's voice. Floodwaters from Helene came rushing into their North Carolina home.
What are you doing?
Zoe filmed as she, along with her two brothers, Henry and Ian, grabbed their family cat, Pumpkin, and tried to escape.
She looked out the window and saw that the water was to the hoods of the cars.
Waters were so high, they say it was safer to stay in their home.
Because we couldn't go outside because the water was just too strong. Like, that would have been instant death.
The three triplets rode out Helene together in their home. One of the scariest moments was when logs from a lumber yard behind the house crashed through the front door as feet of water rushed in.
We just sat on the counters. The only thing that we could do was pray, and about 30 minutes later, the water started receding.
I thought, for about 10 minutes, I thought we were going to die.
As the water receded, Zoe continued to film their trek to safety. Once across the street from their property, they couldn't believe the devastation to their property. Several buildings that stored all of their dad's priceless antiques, gone.
Right over there, that red thing was our gas pump. So my dad, he saved his gas pump, and it's been completely destroyed. And our Texaco station was full of antique tools and shop supplies.
Besides antiques, their vehicles were trashed. Take a look at this video just down the road from the Marlowe's home. First, this home floating, swept off its foundation by the floodwaters. Then there was Zoe's SUV floating away.
As much devastation here, it's just the blessings just keep on coming.
One of those blessings, finding these pictures and toys.
We found these all the way in that cow pasture over there.
These pictures show their brother Jason, who passed away as a child. These toys belonged to him.
The entire house is completely gone. We haven't been able to find hardly anything. These toys were the toys that he had played with when he was a kid. So these are like the most important thing to my dad at the moment, and this was all that we could save.
Despite not saving much, surviving this storm together, the triplets say it's brought them even closer.
A lot of people's help, the community has helped out a lot. It's really been a blessing. Just kind of after everything has happened, I have my family. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, triplets say their dad has owned this property for more than 50 years and has poured his heart and soul into it all. And while they say it's hard to think about rebuilding, they say that's the plan.
See, now that is asking the right questions.
I still don't understand why they're not telling everybody what's really going on in Western North Carolina. Here's yet another post of a sad story of guys that are actually over there doing stuff and sharing what's going on. This post was shared on Facebook by a page called Avery County Airfield. Here's what it says. Heartbroken. Our Texas Mule team and their dog have one of the hardest jobs. Recovery. Today, they were at a nearby mudslide location with 8-foot thick mud. A young boy approached them with his cell phone in his hand. As he showed a picture of a young girl, "Excuse me, sir, can you help us find my sister? She is buried somewhere down here." It's these kind of tragic stories that make us pause for a moment and realize why we do what we do. With this text, it shared a picture of the dog and a couple gentlemen there that are out searching for people. And yet, if you look on the news, all these stories that I've been sharing, they're nowhere. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want the help over there that needs to be sent. I guess they would rather send money elsewhere. I just don't understand. But I am thankful for all the men and women that are actually going over there to help. It's not like government funded or anything like that. It's literally just locals that have resources, they have the energy, and they have the want to go and help. I live here in East Tennessee, and I've literally seen firsthand the whole community working together to try to help each other get back to somewhat normal life. There's a long ways to go. It's going to take years and years of working together to try to figure it all out, but they're just not getting the help that they need, and definitely not the help that they deserve.
All right, we're about 25 miles from Asheville, and just going to give you guys a quick rundown of my gear. So we got our ham radio, some extra tools here, pliers and whatnot, wire cutters, lead beams. We'll have hand warmers, feet warmers, and cold weather gear in there. So, and then I have a med pack in the back here. So, search and rescue teams, reach out, tag them if you know who is in that area. We're about 25 miles out, and right now we're just charging our shit at this rest stop here real quick. So I suspect it's probably the final stop before we get to where we need to be and no matter day or night, we're ready. So we got these as well. So let's get to work, everybody. All right. I don't know everybody that's on TikTok. I'm not following all these people on TikTok. So if you can tag folks that are out and doing search and rescue, recovery in any way, I'm an able-bodied individual. I'm a vet myself. So let's get together. Let's work together. Let's get this shit done. All right. I love you guys. God bless you.
Oh my gosh, try to watch this video and not shed a tear. I mean, the people of Asheville, North Carolina are so grateful to have Trump visit there today. Listen to the remarks, especially what the last guy says at the end. God bless Trump.
I can't think of anything I'd rather have than a warrior leading our country, a warrior who, with the help of God and with faith and prayer, will lead this community, these communities, and this country to greatness. So thank you for being here today. Appreciate it.
Come here. I never heard anything. And that was from the heart. No speechwriter could write that, right?
If you don't mind, just because my heart's about to be, do you mind if I pray for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, and all those that are prayers, would you join with me in this prayer? Father, I thank you for this man that you have raised up in this moment, in this season, for your purposes. And I pray that you would anoint him, that things aren't done just by might or by power, but by your spirit. So I ask that you would anoint President Donald Trump and give him a spirit of wisdom and understanding and insight as he moves to lead this nation back to greatness. In Jesus' name I pray it. Amen.
Wow, that's something you don't hear that often. That's incredible. And I appreciate that from both and from everybody. That's really nice.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thanks so much for taking the time to come to Western North Carolina. We've seen other folks do a flyover. It is so heartening to see you here with some dust on your shoes, actually seeing what's taking place. It means so much to the folks here whose lives have been turned upside down, whose homes have been destroyed, whose lost loved ones, whose businesses have been destroyed.
I even made a comment to somebody. Trump would just show up. Trump would just show up. We need it. We need that shot of hope in the arm. We need that. We need to know we're going to be okay and not forgotten.
Thank you.
All right, we just completed the deep dive in the chaotic world of Hurricane Helene. Keep praying for these people. Their recovery efforts will be years and years. We need to stand up. We can't let the government seize their land. Their voices, these people, need to be heard. HFC is bringing them to you. Now, let's get down to some more highs before we end the segment. Let's go.
You don't have to be scared of the kitty. Come on. It's okay. It's just a kitty kitty. See? Okay.
We supposed to be asleep. Mama coming, we supposed to be asleep. Play sleep. Can I get in the pool? Jumping in the pool. What?
Am I splashing too much? I'm back in the pool. You say so? I'm having so much fun in the pool. Huh? I gotta get out? Oh, I don't? Okay. Back in the pool. Hey, where everybody at? Where everybody at? Where everybody at? Excuse me, sir, please don't touch. That's my ball. Excuse me, sir, that's my ball. Please don't touch. Sir, where the hell do you think it's okay to touch another dog's ball? Oh, yeah, that's my fluffy toy. I know you didn't just throw. Did you just throw my fluffy toy, man? Oh, so that's what we doing. We throwing other people's stuff. Okay, well, catch this. It ain't funny when I throw stuff you. Hey, excuse me, man. Man, can you look over here to your right? To your right, man. Over here, yeah. Over here. Can you throw some of that over here? Yeah, over here. Over here. Can you throw some of that over here? Because we don't get nothing over here. Mama!
What's the matter? What? I love you. I love you. I love you more.
Hey, keep the ball right here. I'm going to go check to see if the coast clear.
There you go.
I need...
I don't think he coming back. Y'all see him? Let me look over there. See, I don't even see nothing of him.
Oh, no, they still down there, man. Start the boat. Hell no. Hell no. And then he tried to run away and he dropped his ball, bro. Pow, got you. Okay, stop, bro. Stop. I'm done. You playing too much. Stop. Calm down. Stop, bro. Stop. You playing too much. Stop. You better say, hey, put your hands down. Stop, bro. You playing too much. Stop. You playing too much, man. Here we go. Hey, come on, let's play with this ball for a second. Oh, wait, this leaf. It's so beautiful. You know what? My back itching, man. Hold up. I fell over. Oh, man. Hey, this leaf, though. This ball. You know what, man? Hey, what y'all doing over here? Let me see what you got. Food ready. Let me go get my plate. Where y'all put the plates at? Mama, where y'all put the plates at? Where y'all put the plates at? Grandma, where the plates at? Where y'all put the plates?
That wraps up another one for the HFC podcast. Thank you again for being here with me as we do these deep dives. Don't forget about Asheville and the Helene victims. I am going to start introducing a lot of highs or more highs and some frequencies instead of just all chaotic. As always, stay safe, stay blessed in these dark, deceptive times. HFC out. Peace.